Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. If you caught up with us last week, you'll know that this week, in this video, we're going to give you an updated house tour in the home that we've now lived in for 5 months. And we did an empty house tour when we first moved in, so it would be so nice to give you guys like an update as to what it looks like now. And I know that we've shown quite a bit of it in our recent vlogs, but we're going to go in more detail in this video.
Though we've kept you guys posted every step of the way, it's been bitty, whereas this is complete, which is nice. And there's still more to do, but we're finally at a point, aren't we, at the moment, in the last, I'd say only 2 weeks, where we felt like we could breathe a little bit.
It's starting to come together.
It's starting to feel like home. It's really functioning like home.
Well, I think because every weekend we was out getting furniture or looking at furniture or
going to the dump to
going
take
to the dump,
away.
hiring vans to go and pick things up.
And we used some rooms, didn't we?
As storage.
As storage. So while we was doing one room, everything was in another. And we said, oh, one day this room's going to function. But now almost all of our rooms function.
Yeah. So we're doing this house tour at night time. You might be able to see that outside it's dark. Guys, we've had the nicest weekend. It is the end of our weekend now, but we've had the nicest weekend. It's been so relaxed. And today we had a nap on the sofa in the afternoon. And we've woken up and we've honestly just been monging out for like 2 hours.
It's took a couple of hours, hasn't it? But we can't wait to film this.
But it's like, right, we need to get up now. We're just on the sofa in the blanket. It's just been so cozy. But it is a nighttime tour. But I think that might look nicer because like we've got the lamps and stuff on. And
well, not right now it doesn't, because we've got
the overhead lights.
Yeah, which isn't not the best lighting on us, but I think it's the best lighting for you guys to see everything. You can never have enough mood lighting. Things like lamps.
In this room, we've only got 2 lamps at the moment.
We need get some more. I'd really like a rechargeable lamp. One so as that it can be repositioned. And also in the summer, we noticed when we was outside and you kind of get to that point in the evening where it's really dark, but you're still sitting outside with friends. Yeah. It's really dark. You can't see anything.
I think that's what I'd like them for. I don't know. I've got reservations about rechargeable lamps.
What, because when you want to use them, they're not ready to go.
I just feel like when they run out, you have to charge them and stuff. Guys, I've cut all my hair off. That's what we did today as well. We went and shaved my hair because I get really restless. I bleach all my hair blonde and I really like it. And then it grows out and you can see quite a substantial bit of root. I'm okay with a bit of root, but when it grows out a bit too much, I'm like, I hate it. I want it all gone. So we said last night, didn't we, that I want to shave all my hair off.
And then I said, well, if you get rid of all of the existing blonde, it makes my job doing the roots a lot easier because basically there aren't any roots. You're just smacking it all over the head. But it does take quite a bit of skill, if I say so myself.
Charlie's very good.
Yeah, look at that. Fresh.
But guys, if you are new here, I'm Will.
I'm Charlie.
I should do it the other way around. This is my husband, Charlie, and I'm Will. And welcome to our channel.
Right. Where shall we start?
God, I keep finding these bits of black fluff on the floor thinking they're spiders.
What are they from, your jumper?
Well, I don't know. Socks and stuff, maybe.
So usually at night time we would have this all shut, but for some reason it was still open when we started today's video.
No, I just opened it because I had to give the neighbour a parcel because it got delivered to us. That's why it was open. It's never normally open.
Should we have it fully shut now?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Our curtains were finally installed on 2 tracks. So we have 1 track of voile, and then we have the front track, which is this wave curtain. Very much inspired by some lovely hotels that we've been fortunate enough to visit, and we wanted to bring a little bit of that home.
Yeah, that's something Charlie always wanted. He always really liked the idea of having electric curtains at home, so you don't have to like draw them yourself. You can just be chilling on the sofa, or if it's in your bedroom, you could stay in bed and open or shut your curtains. And now we have that luxury in our living room. And when they were put up, it's so nice. It's like, oh my God, this is so, super, super luxurious. And yeah, we really love them. They're in a sort of light beige, linen-y fabric.
It looks like linen, but it's really thick to touch.
Cottony. Oh yeah, it's so thick. I think it's got 4 linings in there or something, she said, didn't she?
Yeah, because we wanted something really heavy. And the pattern does come right the way down to the floor, which is lovely. We did say though, didn't we, that maybe in a few years' time when eventually the house will need touching up and repainting, once all the settling in cracks have come in, we might have kind of like a full ceiling brought down just in front of the track to finish it off nicely.
Almost like a panel that just comes down to here just to hide this. But at the moment, that's really not a necessity.
And Will and I have got this thing about the painting, especially in this house where the ceilings are the way they are. We can't just whack a paintbrush out and do a little bit. If we're going to paint the room, the whole room needs painting.
And it needs
top to bottom and
like scaffolding-y stuff to get up to.
There's no point in the next couple of years while settling cracks are still coming in. So that's a job for another year.
Guys, last week we had our sofa delivered. That was such an exciting day because we were trying to base so many of our furniture choices around the sofa material. So to finally have it put in around the furniture that we'd already chosen based on the small sample we had for the sofa fabric and seeing it like match so well, I mean, it was a bit of a relief that it all went together quite nicely. So the sofa came from a shop that has featured on our channel quite a few times. We visit there quite regularly. It's called Latham's. We just absolutely love the quality of their furniture. Say, for example, their cushions are like really feathery. If you saw the cushions on our old sofa, they were also from Latham's and they lasted us years and years and years. We've still got them, but they're just in another part of the house now because they're a bit too creamy for this sofa because we've gone for quite a white sofa. We had these cushions made in the same fabric so that we had some continuity with the sofa and the cushions on it. And we've added these ones, which featured in last week's vlog. We also got them from Latham's. And they've got the green piping on them to sort of bring the green from the plant over to this corner, because this corner's really bare at the moment, and we're quite aware of that.
I do feel that we need to address this because I think people are going to notice
boring.
How bare it is.
This is totally bare. So we're thinking 2 painted canvas in frames. Did I explain that correctly?
It's very, very RH, isn't it?
We've
mentioned a million times.
We're taking a lot of inspiration from Restoration Hardware. If you guys haven't heard of them, I'll put a link to their website in the description of this video. And we just love their vibes. We're taking a lot of inspiration from what they do, how they style things, sizes of some of their products, like their artwork and stuff. So we're thinking, 2 portraits of like a painted textural canvas.
But we're thinking dark. We're thinking like browns because we love how light and airy this space is. It really is what we were going for, but we want to add that bit of drama and personality while still keeping it earthy and kind of natural. That's kind of our thing, isn't it? It's like earthy and natural, contrasting that all white home.
Yeah, that's a bit of like opulence, because I feel like
just a touch.
I feel like our
pillows
not pillows, sorry, our cushions, I feel like they're quite luxurious and
yeah, they're not overly
that
earthy.
Hint of sort of what we call it, Essex.
Dare we say Essexy? And then we're thinking maybe a console underneath it.
Yeah, maybe a lamp on, because this lamp isn't staying here. That's from the old house.
Because also, guys, to be honest, there's actually quite a bit of room back here. We've got an old bench there at the moment, propping up our Sonos surround sound. I think the Wi-Fi is down there somewhere, so that space.
I've quickly run behind here to see if it was messy before you put the camera down there. It's just a load of leads and stuff at the moment that we haven't organised because we don't know what's going behind there yet. And I do think that there might be some more cushions that we will add to the sofa.
Or even seasonally, we might switch some out, put them elsewhere in the house.
Yeah, so eventually this wall will look a bit complete. We're thinking about something that we do already own, but it's not set in stone because we're not sure yet, that will show the height of the ceiling on this wall. But we will see about that. At the moment, as it stands, we've taken a pause because we've bought so much recently that it's just like, okay, let's just pause a sec. Like Charlie said earlier, we're really enjoying the home at the moment. We feel like it's coming together, like we can actually live in it, and it feels like, oh, okay, we're kind of done. We're just adding a few more bits.
And also Christmas is coming, so stay tuned.
I'm going to hand this part over to Charlie because he's really, really happy with it. And dare I say, he got his way.
Let's start with the centerpiece of our coffee table, which we've been thinking about pretty much since we got the coffee table. And we spoke about lots of different ideas. I've got an obsession with coffee table books, but we did feel like we needed something taller, which I think Will mentioned. I think you mentioned that in last week's video, didn't you? The book idea kind of got parked because we have got a double layer coffee table. So we do actually have books underneath as well, which I'll show you in a second. But if you watched last week's video, you would have seen we picked up this amazing wooden trough in a rectangular shape, which we are over the moon with because it sits so nicely on our rectangular coffee table. And we had the idea of the moss. And I always bring up moss when Will and I talk about decorating, and Will was never keen because I used to have some old like fake moss balls, which
when we first met,
admittedly now are not the vibe. But
and boy, they were like a luminous green as well. So every time you've mentioned moss, that is what I think
that's
of.
what you see. But I think it was a post that Kylie Jenner did in her offices where she had a pot like the one behind me and it had moss on the top, and I sent that to you, and I think that kind of made you think, oh, actually maybe that could look quite nice. So we spoke to our friend Maxie, who's a florist, and he managed to source us this moss, which I didn't realise it's real. It's real dried, dyed moss. So we got it in a couple of shades of green, and the other week I got home from work and I opened it up and I got very green fingered, and I did it myself, and I'm actually really pleased with how that's turned out. I got some like tracing paper and laid it in the bottom just in case the dye rubbed off onto the wood and we changed our minds later or something. But I mixed all the colours together. I found bits that were quite like rounded and mossy ball looking, kind of placed those in there, and I think that looks really good. I think it's really brought it to life.
And I like it.
Yeah, and I'm so
Well, I was
pleased
also
you
worried
do.
about there being a bit too much green, but I think it's a different green. It's not like, oh, we've got some more black olive tree branches on the table as well.
They're
It's
like
different.
waxy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Whereas this is, I mean, it is so, well, it's really soft.
And you said it's real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obsessed with. So we have got some more, and we're going to do this pot, and we're also going to
We're not going to do that part.
Yeah, we are.
No.
What? I thought we were.
I don't want moss there. I don't want it. We're going to have it in the dressing room pot.
And the bedroom pot.
And the bedroom pot, yeah.
And this pot.
No.
Guys, if you want to leave a comment with your opinions, we are open to them. I am very much open to more moss. Will's not. But anyway, enough about moss. That's the centerpiece. We're really happy with it. Underneath, we've then got a few of our lovely coffee table books, ones that we've been bought as gifts, ones that we've bought for each other.
And
it just looks so good.
We like the books to be books that we would read as opposed to books that just look good. Of course, there's the famous like Tom Ford book that looks wonderful. It looks so nice. But the people that have that on their coffee tables, are they reading it?
Oh, it reminds me of that.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying, are they?
It reminds me of the TikTok that we always talk about. We should so do because we are those people. You know,
Beige gays.
These people are the beige gays. What do they say? They got the cloud sofa, which is pretty much what our sofa looks like. What else do they talk about? Everything
The coffee
being
table book,
white.
and it was Tom Ford.
The coffee table
lamps.
book. They talk about things like Aesop, things like that. Just, yeah, I mean, listen, we can laugh at it. But anyway, that's the coffee table. If you guys weren't around at the time, the coffee table, the table underneath the television, and also our dining table all came from RH. They are from the French Contemporary collection. They all arrived together. So those things really helped to make the room feel like it was starting to function. The television is going to be wall mounted, but we really want to live in the space for as long as possible to make sure that we are happy with the positioning of all of the bigger items of furniture before we commit to where the television's going to go.
Which I think we're getting to. Sorry to interrupt.
We're close. We're close.
Because when the sofa was coming, when we had ordered the sofa, we knew it was going to be an L. So we knew the coffee table was going to need to be moved over, which would give it an asymmetric look. So now the coffee table isn't directly in front of the telly anymore. And we wanted to make sure that we liked that before we made the decision of where the telly is going to go. But I think we're getting there, aren't we?
We are. I mean, it's not going to make a big difference. The main difference is going to be that this base won't be here anymore. The television will be slightly further back where it's wall mounted, and probably not much different to the placement. We don't particularly want it up. We just want that real clean, minimal look.
We don't want the telly put up there.
Yeah.
We just want it pushed back onto the wall because we quite like how close it is to the sideboard, just to give it enough room as well for the Sonos soundbar to sit in the middle, nice and cleanly underneath it.
Exactly, because right now it's set to one side, which hasn't offended me half as much as I thought. A few little accessories in this area. Our 2 candlesticks, which we bought in New York on our last day from Crate and Barrel. Absolutely love them. Love the memory behind them. Love that I made Will carry them all day. And we were walking the length of New York that day. We literally walked from the bottom to the top. We went to the theatre.
And had to go back again.
We went to restaurants. We did also. We went up the Empire State Building with them.
Yeah.
And we had to get scanned because of like weapons, you know.
And didn't they ask if they could take them away from us and put them in storage because
they're effectively a weapon?
Because it's a candlestick.
Yeah, I think they knew though. We were just home enthusiasts. And then in this back corner, if you guys have watched our videos before, you would have seen this already. But this is our smaller black olive tree. This one came from Latham's in Epping also. We're going to be adding some moss, as we discussed earlier.
No.
And this pot came from one of our favourites, which we've mentioned before if you've watched our videos, Burgess Reclamation in Oxford. They specialise in all things like this. So if you're from the UK and like this kind of thing, definitely worth a visit. Check out their Instagram because they do post a lot of their stock on there.
Yeah, I really rate their social media people because their Instagram's quite cool.
I think that's everything in this part of that.
The rug.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not. The rug. So this was such an amazing purchase. It was really impromptu. We were going to Blue Water in Kent, and on our way is the RH outlet, which we visited so many times, but we popped in just because we were passing. It wasn't in the week or two before, was it? Because we didn't see it. And we're quite good at scanning for what they have. So you flipped a few rugs over because all the rugs were stacked. And Will flipped a few over and was like, this one's really nice. And I'd envisioned a rug with a trim because I was very conscious of this kind of all white thing that we have going on.
And you actually envisioned a black trim on a rug.
Black trim, yeah, with a herringbone. I love this kind of hard-wearing vibe. And I was also worried about the dog. I wanted to make sure that it was cleanable.
Oh, is she having a dream?
She's having a dream. Min, you all right, gorgeous girl? You're fine. But this really spun me because I thought it's a little bit different for us and the size was perfect. So we measured it, we marked it out, realised the size was perfect.
But you can see, guys, it is perfect.
It does exactly what I wanted to do, where it returns under the sofa, it pops out just either side, doesn't actually reach past the back of the sofa because I feel like the correct placement for a rug
is exactly where it is.
Which, Nelly, if you're watching, from Latham's, she told us that we know how to do rugs properly.
Because she saw a picture.
And Nelly is an interiors extraordinaire. So thanks for that, Nelly. I think that is now everything, bar the basket in the corner, which we bought from John Lewis a few years ago. So always a place for a few John Lewis items in our house, including the coasters, actually, which we picked up about a month ago, maybe?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Yeah, so...
And guys, I'm so sorry. We've been on the living room for about half an hour.
I think we have. So this video is going to be longer than than intended.
So this is our kitchen. Now, our kitchen, dining room and living room are all in the same room. So it's a nice, big, entertaining space. The kitchen was already here when we bought the house. We bought a converted barn. So no one's lived here before. And one thing we really, really liked when we viewed the house was the work surfaces are quartz. And the backsplash, splashback, I don't know what way round it is. That's also quartz. And we had that in the old house. And we thought, for a new build property, that's quite a nice, luxurious finish. And I don't know, boy, it gave us like faith, didn't it? That the rest of the house, the details in the rest of the house have been considered.
Well, I think the last house we lived in, where it was like a mass new build development,
yeah,
the quality of the fixtures and finishings were at a lower point, which is quite common when
like you said,
that
was
style of development.
like mass production. Yeah.
Whereas this was small, so we had faith anyway. But yeah, details like that
makes you think.
Gave us that confidence
nice.
that if they've spent that kind of money on things like that, then hopefully other small things will last us a lot longer without us needing to replace it.
And also, we always wanted a black kitchen, so we walked into this kitchen, guys, and it was black, and you've got like the light beigey wooden floor. They're actually tiles, but it's like the wooden effect floor. And we just thought this is exactly what we was after. That sort of art gallery feel to it. It's really airy, but at the same time, it's a little bit cozy because of the wooden floors.
Got a tiny punch with the colour, like being black and white. Very our style.
Absolutely love our kitchen. So before we go into the kitchen, this is our dining space. Now, like Charlie said earlier, this dining table is from RH. This is from their French contemporary collection. So all of the wooden furniture in this room, they all come from the same collection and the same colourway, same shade.
Which did give us the ick slightly, didn't it? It was like, are we actually buying matching furniture where that is not really a thing, but we don't regret it. We're really happy.
I think the room's big and it's all scattered around.
And everything else doesn't match. We've got different chairs, different sofa. We will eventually have a different accent chair, which will be pretty much where I'm standing now, guys, if you can imagine that corner of the room. But the Christmas tree is going to go there first, so we'll cross that bridge in the new year.
That was actually something we didn't mention. Right, boys, stand back there. Keep going.
Oh.
Guys, back in the living room. This is where Charlie is talking about. So we do plan on having an accent chair that I think might also be a little bit dark. We've even been looking at brown leather chairs. We don't know what we're doing yet.
It might be, I think it's going to be leather.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling, just for another texture.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the kitchen. This is what Charlie was talking about though.
And also the tree. God.
Oh yeah, the Christmas tree is going to be here. So anyway, back to the table. The chairs, they are from Ochre. We had them in the old house and I absolutely love them. So they're like a linen covered chair. And I just love how sort of, they're not rustic, but they're like natural. They just look like natural chairs and I really, really like that. Oh, go on then, go on then, go on then, go on then. Come on in, you can do it. Come on in, come on in. Good girl. Right, we'll keep that one out. Minnie likes to sit on them.
Beautiful girl.
Now, if I remember correctly, there are 3 different sizes for this table. And there's the 4-seater, the 6-seater, and the 8-seater. I was concerned at the 4-seater because there's quite a bit of space in this room. The 4-seater would look, I don't know, a little bit small. It wouldn't fill the space. And also, I was quite conscious of the fact that our dining chairs are maybe a little bit bigger than the average dining chair. So I wanted them to have space. And when we want to entertain, it'd be nice to fit some more chairs around this table. Now, as it is, I think we can get 8 people around this table. Also, it just gives us room. So when we're sitting there, you can have like your drinks around you, your side dishes, and I don't know, it just gives you like space to like breathe and entertain. Now, how we've styled it at the moment is with these wooden dishes, which I'm really annoyed. I put a drink in here the other day and it's left a watermark. So I need to figure out how to get that watermark
Any
out.
tips on that? Anybody who knows anything about wood?
Let me know, because I need to get that stain out, unless I get the whole thing wet, but then it all needs to dry at the same time. These are from Kempton Racecourse, from the Sunbury Antique Market.
Well done.
Yeah, God,
well
I forgot about that then. I mean, we used to have them like one in the other, but because the table's quite big, I've decided to like use the centre space.
Sometimes we have bananas in them.
Sometimes. But yeah, I wanted them to sit independently. This pot is a new addition. I bought this from another reclamation yard recently in Basildon in Essex. And I just loved how different it was. It is a terracotta pot that's been painted. I really like it. I don't think it's going to stay there because I think we might have it in the master bedroom one day, just standing alone on its own, because I think it's really nice. But
they were great value, weren't they?
Great value. And I really like how like arty it is. It's like not perfect, but I want a round vase here with a small opening so that these sprigs, they really spread out. But still in the thought process with that one.
They're all the kind of seasonal things that you can change anyway though, right?
Yeah. And these are our sprigs from Neptune. I like that they are a similar green to the tree in the living room and now the moss on the table. So this big room has green flowing throughout it, which is why I said no to more moss, because I feel like there's enough green now.
So just a little bit more moss and we're done.
No.
Do you want to address the great big blank wall behind you?
Oh, and that's my backdrop for this whole thing.
I've tried to move around, but at the moment we are really giving our art gallery emptied out.
Guys, in a recent video, we showed you a painting that me and Charlie had commissioned, and it was a bit of a saucy one. It's of me and Charlie with no clothes on, but giving nothing away. And it was resting on the floor here. It's really, really big as well. It's like 5 foot tall. So I think it's like that off the floor, 4 foot wide, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've sent that off to be framed. Basically, it's going to sit underneath this light here in the kitchen.
Yeah, and it's really punchy, like the colours. It's kind of like nudes and browns and
the
blacks.
idea of it is like, oh, It's just, I just feel like it's a little bit different, so people can have dinner whilst looking at us naked. So yeah, welcome to the Johnson Bab house. But moving into the kitchen. Now this is a recent purchase of ours. This was from RH Shop, we're there all the time.
This was the outlet.
Yeah, I found this in the outlet and we had so many conversations about what we was going to put in the corner here. And I think you said, boy, didn't you, that you would quite like a lamp in the kitchen.
And I want something soft. I wanted like the shade.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted specifically. I didn't want like a metal one or anything because everything in this space past the dining table is hard. And
apart from the dining room chairs. Oh, you said past the dining table.
Yeah, which I think it's really important to incorporate rough and soft and hard texture.
So we found this in the outlet and I just thought, oh my God, that will be perfect for the kitchen because it's quite sizey. I mean, if I stand next to it, you can see how big it is. But guys, this space is huge. So we needed to fill it. Oh, I can see myself in the skylight. God, boy, my hair does look cool, doesn't it? Thank you.
That's all right.
So yeah, we just thought that would fit perfectly. Brought it home, and it does. It looks great. So I'm really, really happy with that. And is it a bit wonky? It's on one of these things that you can move it around, so you can have it like that if you want. But I am a bit of a perfectionist, and it needs to be.
We could get a spirit level and put it on the top.
Oh boy, that's actually a really good idea. We could do that.
Have we got one?
No, guys, our kitchen is bare. We don't like to have anything out on the sides. I mean, we didn't really like it in the old house, although we did have our kettle and our toaster out. But in this house, it's part of the living room. And I don't want to sit in the living room and look at a kettle and a toaster. I want it to feel like a sideboard or, I don't know, just something I can decorate.
I think part of that was that the space clearly has room for an island. Like we could have done an island.
But then we would sacrifice the dining room table.
We do value a dining table and we sit there every night for dinner. So this is our only workspace. And though it's enough for us, considering the size of the room, we could have had more. So I feel like for us, keeping it bare means we have multiple places where we can prepare and make food and it works.
So I controversially do not want this to look like a kitchen. So this is why we have styled it the way we have. So this chopping board, this is from Neptune. You can see their nice end there. And this is another chopping board behind it. That's from the same market, that was the antiques market at Kempton Racecourse in the Sunbury Antique Market. Sunbury Antiques, something like that. So we've actually got quite a few of these circular chopping boards because we bought them for our wedding. They were part of our Aperol Spritz display.
No, they were multi-use. Do you remember in the morning we had them?
Oh, the croissants
with tracing paper.
Yeah.
On top, and then we had like fruit and croissants and like iced coffees from the little canned ones you get from M&S.
Yeah.
And then once everyone had eaten them, I was like, right, give them a wipe over and
take them into the venue.
Take them over to the caterers because they're going to do an Aperol Spritz display. And then they did like oranges and vines and glasses and the little
but it's because I wasn't
bottles of Fever Tree and the Aperol. Honestly, it's so cool.
Did you show the oranges?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, it's because I wasn't allowed in your cottage. So that's why I forgot about it because I didn't really see it.
Yeah.
And we put our neon candle in here that we bought a few weeks ago. This is the
a month ago. And
was it a month ago?
Yeah, look how much we've used it.
This is the Cosy Nights. What I find with this neon candle is we can light it, let all the wax melt to the edges, then blow it out, and the room still smells nice for ages.
Yeah, that's money well spent, that one.
Absolutely, it's absolutely beautiful. Another thing in this kitchen, we have an induction hob. I always said I will never have an electric or an induction hob because I love the way the gas hobs look.
And look.
Yeah, and feel. And I find them easier to use as well. Like when the fire's on, it's heating up. When it's not heating up. Guys, this is so easy to clean. I am never, ever going back to a gas hob.
You were so adamant on the...
No, gas, gotta be gas. But what I don't like, and we haven't got it yet, is when they start to mark. You know when people put pans on and start doing that?
We don't do that often. I do it sometimes.
Don't ever do it. Okay. You naughty, naughty boy.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Will. So we also don't have an extractor fan coming down from the ceiling like conventional properties would have. Our extractor fan is built in, so you actually turn it on through there and it sucks it all out. But it's actually really dirty and I haven't cleaned it, so we're going to shut that.
Stunning.
I'm not going to show you in all the cupboards and stuff. That's really, really boring, but
Though they are perfectly tidy.
yeah, they are perfectly tidy.
Go on, open one. Just take a gamble. Stunning.
Lovely. Bloody hell, boy. We've got so many wine glasses.
I know we look like...
We don't often drink at home.
No, and if we do, it's only
That
us two.
is so funny. While we're here talking about it, so this cupboard opens really like, I know obviously not totally level with the work surface, but pretty much. So I wanted it to be a bit of a station where you could easily like just get things, like if you're making yourself a drink, well, there's the short glasses for like liqueurs or whatever. If you're serving up dinner, you can grab the plates and it's all there for you. And I feel like it works really well.
We've tried a few different things, because obviously it's big, like we've got a lot of space in there.
I'll stand these up there.
But it functions the best with the plates, for sure.
And the glasses.
Yeah, sorry, like things like that.
It is looking nice. That was a risk and it paid off.
Yeah.
Right, guys, moving on from the kitchen, we have our bathroom. Now, also, please ignore the blankness of this hallway. This is another room we have not done and are still in planning stages of what we want to do to it. So this is the bathroom. Now, obviously, nothing much has changed in here, just the accessories that we've put in here. Over here, we have this alcove, and I really like that it's got a spotlight in it. So I knew whatever we would put here would almost be like a display. And this is another pot that we got from a reclamation yard. And it actually matches this one. This one is also, of course, because they match, this is also from that reclamation yard in Basildon in Essex. And this is just sitting on our milking stool. We've just styled that with these folded white towels. And I say we've styled it, we do use these. We use them for neck pillows when we're in the bath, because I just love feeling like so comfy and cozy when I'm in the bath. I'm also a stickler for not having any products out on the sides. You'll notice behind me, nothing is out. So we just have our candle over there. I love like the sparry sort of feel in a bathroom. And I really think large stone tiles on the walls and the floors gives that sort of sparry vibe, the like natural colour, and I don't know, the tones are just so muted. So the only product we do have out are our hand wash and our hand cream. And I've only just noticed, boy, that the diffuser that we have out is the same scent as the hand cream, the hand wash and the hand cream. Next to the bath, we have our separate shower. Now that is the only space in this bathroom where we do actually have products out, but we use them products every single day. So it's a little bit of a ball ache having to put them away and get them out every time. But things like toothpaste and toothbrushes, ugly. So they are in the drawer underneath the sink away, and we get them out every day.
Some of you may know that a few weeks ago, we replaced all of the carpets in this house. So the first bit you're going to see is the staircase, which leads up to our bedroom. We had our bedroom, the study, the dressing room, and bedroom 2, which I'll show you in just a second, removed. It was that kind of glitzy, Essexy grey carpet, and we went for a kind of mock woolen carpet look.
It's called it's 100% polypropylene.
Polypropylene, that's it. So it's made of something else, but it has a woolen look, which Will and I really like. We picked a fairly neutral colour, obviously. Another part of the makeover to this area was removing the handrail. Very, very impractical.
So that's why there is
we've
holes.
had them taken out, but there's those little plastic things left in there, which I want to try and pop all of those out before I fill and sand them. So that's a job for the future.
I love the way the carpet matches the floor though, or not matches the floor, like complements the hard floor.
So,
mind you, I say that I'm colourblind. Does it, boy?
Yeah. So down the other end of this corridor is bedroom 2. This is the first time, I think, on YouTube we're properly showing the second bedroom. So for a long time, this room was just filled with boxes of things that we wanted to sort, which we finally have sorted through. And when we had the carpet redone, we had to move everything out of our bedroom. So everything came downstairs. So we thought it was a great time to start to use this room with the furniture that we already had, so as that we could kind of design bedroom 2, live in it, so as that eventually when we move back upstairs into bedroom 1, it will function really well because we would have lived in it, if that makes sense, rather than just keep looking at it. So we're currently sleeping in here. So the bed came from our old house. This bed came from Latham's in Epping, and it's stunning. It stood the test of time. It's a nice neutral colour. Maybe it's not the exact bed we would choose today, but it's such a lovely classic style bed that it's just perfect for this bedroom. This is a king in the UK. If you're watching from the US, I'm not too sure how that converts. We've got our existing bedding, which was from Sheridan. That came from House of Fraser years ago. Excellent
House of
quality.
Fraser. Wow, that's a blast from
Yeah. And then we have our old living room cushions from Latham's. We've got 3 of these, and these are reversible. I actually have this print on one side. Then it has the border in the middle and the plain on the other side. But we do often switch it up. Will always switches it back round to plain. Another item that we brought over from the old house was the lamps. These are from a lighting company called Heathfield. So lovely. Again, probably not what we would pick exactly right now, and maybe they'll get replaced eventually, but they're such amazing quality and quite classic that I think they just work. These Will tried to hide from you the other week, so they don't actually match. I'll show you in a moment. The one on the other side has 3 drawers. This one is open. Now, it's something that RH do quite a lot, where they'll have the same bedside but a different variation. And we've really warmed to the idea.
Well, I wanted them both to be open so we could style them like we have styled this one. But the one on the other side, you can't see as you come in the door. Even if you saw it, the asymmetricness wasn't something that bothered me. I just wanted to be able to style both of them. But for practicality reasons, having one with 3 drawers, the storage is really handy.
I reckon we might do it in our bedroom.
I don't.
Okay, guys, stay tuned next year when we do our bedroom. So we have 1 drawer this side. The books, as Will mentioned, we've got For the Love of White, which was a White Company book my parents got me for Christmas a few years ago. And then this one we picked up in Latham's last week. It's called Timeless Living Yearbook 2025. Really beautiful. As Will said, they're amazing accessories, but also relevant to us. We will pick them up and flick through them, have a read, look at the pictures. They're kind of picture books, aren't they?
They are picture books.
They're not like intelligent reading books, but they look good and they mean something to us. These actually come in lots of sizes. I've noticed when you go on the RH website, they do every variation of, they're not called bedsides, they're called something else, nightstands.
Nightstands, yeah.
I think this is the second to biggest because we measured up all the different sizes, but these just so happen to be in the outlet. We love them. This is definitely in Grage Oak.
Guys, in RH, you can pick from these colourways for every product that they have that's, say, wooden. And we said in this room we wanted Grage Oak and we wanted this patterned bedside.
The rattan.
And then it came into the outlet.
Yeah, so...
We couldn't say no. Can we just address this on your leg?
That is disgusting. We went to a bakery this morning, which I've been wanting to go to for ages, and it was so worth it. I think we must have overspent massively. It's all like sourdough this and seeds that. What did we get? We got cronuts, which are like donuts and croissants.
And I got a lemon meringue one.
You've not had that yet?
No, I haven't had it.
I haven't had my cinnamon roll either.
You was like holding the dog because I was driving and you was protecting the cronuts.
Yeah.
And my lemon meringue one fell over, but it was quickly saved by Charlie's ankle, apparently. So that is lemon meringue.
So here I am. So onto the pot. This was another find from Burgess Reclamation. Going with the Grage Oak wood vibes, we went for something lighter because we have kind of replicated this look in multiple rooms, an artificial plant in a large pot. It's kind of our style. We do like to continue one look through the whole property, but with slight variation in colour and stuff. So we're really happy with this.
Guys, if you saw last week's video, you'll see that I gave a little glimpse into this room because we had the new pot. Now, someone commented saying, this tree should be in the living room because it's the biggest one. Now, guys, it is huge. It's 9 foot. We thought exactly the same. It has to go into the main room in the house. We tried it and it didn't work. The proportions of the tree with the rest of the furniture, it didn't work.
It's such a shame.
It's such a shame.
It's such a shame because the ceiling, well, the ceiling in there is this height. This area I'm standing in now goes up to the top of the house. If I could wave a magic wand, I would want the biggest one in that room. But it's just not worked out that way. But we're really happy with this positioning because there was a moment where I thought, I think we've made a mistake.
We bought this huge tree.
We bought this huge tree thinking, yeah, we've got really big ceilings, and it just wasn't working. But we're really happy with it. So yeah, this is a 9-foot, also black olive tree, but this one came from RH Outlet. When we saw it, we thought we just have to have it because it was such good value.
But it's so similar to the one in the living room. So we think that maybe they have the same suppliers.
I think they might have the same suppliers. So RH, I'm on to you.
Because it has ended up in this room. I love that the ceiling there frames the tree, and also, obviously during the day, this window lights up the tree because of the daylight. It looks so, so nice. It goes perfectly there. So I'm really, really happy with it. But that's the explanation as to why it's not in the main room of the house.
So happy with that. Moss,
yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be some moss. This is an old mirror that we had in our last home. I think this was in the dressing room in the last house.
No, it was in...
It was the living room one.
In the living room, yeah.
This is the living room one. We thought a mirror would be really well placed in here because ultimately this room is going to be a guest bedroom. We have this hanging rail, which me and Will use quite a lot actually. Like if Will's ironing, he might pull it out and like hang things up there while he's doing ironing before we then take it into the dressing room.
It might not be a permanent fixture,
no,
but it could stay there. But it's not like, oh, we've styled that corner with this.
But if we ever do that and people come over, we should like stack a few hangers there. This is the bedside on Will's side of the bed. So this is the 3-drawer option. I think it's basically empty, guys, at the moment. There's not really anything in there, but it looks nice, fills the space. I definitely think a bigger lamp would work, especially with the ceiling height.
But these are the lamps we're using just at the moment.
We're so happy with them. They're really not important to change. We definitely want to add artwork above here, and we're playing around at the moment with artwork that we had in our old house, trying to find good homes for those to go before we then invest in new pieces, because we will need new pieces, but we want to make sure that we make the most of artwork that we already have because we love all of our artwork. So we had some canvases in our old living room. If you've been following us for a long time, you might have seen them already. And we tried them here the other day and we quite like them, but I really want to add frames to them because now we've looked at framing the canvas. Well, the canvas that's going in the kitchen is being framed as we speak. Just putting the sample on the corner for me elevated it so much. So something as simple as a painted canvas, which can suit all budgets. I think adding that frame, it just looked so like done and finished and interior designed, which was really what we were hoping this house would feel like for us. So we might add them, but this is our idea.
In the old house, these were next to each other, but me and Charlie have had the idea, maybe utilising the height of the ceiling. I said in last week's video, this room was almost giving me like Oriental chill out vibes. And I feel like these canvases, really suit like the tree. I don't know, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like the green with the black. I don't know, I just really like it. So I'm gonna try it. I did this last week, see if it works again. Just to give you a rough idea.
If I was to come back here and you kind of see what it looks like as you come into the room, I just think with artwork, yeah, for me, I like it to have punch. We are people that like such simple, classic, plain styles, but I think artwork's really a space that you can be brave, be bold in, and it's meant to be a talking point and a statement, and I think this really could be. And where the ceiling comes down in the first part of the room, you can then see, oh God, what's happening over there, it goes up.
And obviously they're not going to go there, it will be up and on the wall, and then there'll be a space, and then the next one above it, and eventually we will reposition these lights, maybe bring that one over so it matches that, or have them both brought over to the middle of them. We're not quite sure what we're going to do yet.
That is the guest bedroom. We do have the ensuite in here, which we haven't touched yet. It's just a miniature version of the main bathroom that you guys just saw.
I need to get these down, they're making me nervous. Before we leave this room, this is the wall that when you're lying in the bed, this is what you look at. And we are going to have, it's actually just sitting down here on the floor at the moment, our TV here. I'm not sure what room that came from in the old house, but we're going to have that here. Basically not too high, not too low, like nice and central. So if people are staying, what do they want?
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill, baby.
Or Disney Plus and what rhymes with plus?
I don't know, we'll leave that there. So the next room that we're going to show you, we have not showed on this vlog today. So this is our study reveal. Again, not totally finished. there are little things that we want to add or like change around.
Oh no, I reckon this has still got some coming together to do, but the things that are there are there.
So should we go see it?
Yeah, let's go.
Guys, welcome to our study. So these bits of furniture, the cabinet and the desk, these are from RH. We got them from the outlet. Actually, so are the chairs. And they displayed them as dining chairs when we was in there. We just thought they'd look perfect. Oh, when we was in there, we was pushing the chairs underneath to see if they'd go with the desk. And obviously they look absolutely amazing. And they're actually on wheels, so they shimmy around, which is handy. We wanted this space to be really functional. Say, I want to edit a video or Charlie's doing stuff for his business. We always do it on the sofa and we always get cozy and comfortable. And boy, we just can't be bothered, can we?
No.
It's like, oh, I'm cozy.
I feel like you have to treat it like work.
And when we sit at this desk, you feel a sense of like I'm at work or a sense of importance. Are they the correct words?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't want this diffuser in here. 1 second. I'm very selective about diffusers, guys. I don't want them everywhere. So this is a pot that we had from the old house. This is from, again, Sunbury Antiques at Kempton Racecourse. And these are just some marble accessories that we've got from H&M Home. And I know quite a few people have them, but they're a really, really good price point for what they are. And I think just for like styling accessories, I think they are very, very nice. And they go perfectly in this room because we were going to have them in the dressing room. But now that on our dressing table, that is marble. I didn't want to have marble on top of marble, whereas I think marble on top of wood looks really, really nice. Basically, where everything is leaned against the wall, I think they're going to go up in them locations. So we have our Titanic photo over the back there.
That's our Titanic.
It's because it's quite slim and that's quite a slim part of the wall. But I'm not in a rush to get that on the wall because we do plan on having some Roman blinds put in here. And I don't know how wide they're going to come out. So that is TBC. These two are most likely going to go on this wall just to give this big blank wall just a bit of something. And we've got our Walt Disney picture there with Mickey in the shadow. And that is going to go sitting over the desk. Boy, where was this from? Is this from White Company or Zara Home?
That's the Zara one.
And that's from the old house as well.
Yes, that's a little working lamp, which when we turn the lights off,
how cozy is that?
It's so cozy. So that's how the room looks when we're working at night, which is lovely.
Right, moving on to this. This sat in our hallway for the longest time. We brought it home from the RH outlet. With the outlet, you can't like take things back. And if you're going to buy them, you have to take them away on the day. It's not an RH delivery service or anything like that. So we took it away and we thought we'd be able to maneuver it into this room. It turns out it was far too big. So it sat in the hallway, but we did measure it and we knew that we could get it through the window if the whole window was taken out. So guys, we did what we had to do. The window came out and the unit came in, but we had to wait for the carpets to be done. There was like a chain of events that was happening and it came in at the right time. I'm not going to open this because we haven't organised it yet and it looks terrible. Or shall I open it?
Yeah, let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. Yeah, this is not organised yet. So what we do want to do with this space is get like big wicker baskets so we can put electricals in one, files in another, things like that. So they can all be categorised and organised. The top shelf, or maybe the top couple of shelves, are going to be for display for things like Charlie's pop dolls that he absolutely loves. Guys, this is really annoying. So I have this. This is Lucius Malfoy's wand. And it's a replica from the Noble collection that supply the Warner Brothers with all of their replica Harry Potter wands. And I thought when we got this cabinet, how nice that's going to be on display in there. It doesn't fit. It doesn't even fit diagonally. So at the moment, I'm just resting it behind the cabinet.
It does need a home, doesn't it, eventually?
It does need a home. So I'll just rest it there for now. But things like that. We've got Dumbledore's Elder Wand. You've got another one from Ollivander's. Boy, you've got your Glinda.
Oh, I need to
training wand.
get my Glinda wand out.
Do you want me to get it out?
Yeah. So yeah, the Noble collection have done some wicked replicas, and when this came out, I just had to have it. I know it's one of those like nerd kind of Disney adult type behaviour things, but if any of you are into Wicked half as much as me, you will know how cool this is.
Right.
But Madam Horrible, how do I express my gratitude?
Right.
So yeah, we're eventually
Look inside,
going to
it's all
have
pink.
home. Yeah, amazing. So eventually we are going to have home for all these lovely things, which used to just live in the loft because we don't particularly want to display them, but we want to be able to see
Open
them.
something and they are on display. You've
Yeah.
also got your Wicked Lego in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all going to be organised. But yeah, just keeping it real. That's what it looks
Stay
like
tuned for an organising feature in a future video. On top, we was popped a few bits as well. We've got like an old mirror from our previous home.
Again, that's another William Wood mirror.
We have a wedding photo up there, which is really cute, which is Will and I in the fields, sort of at sunset, which is
golden hour.
So cute. And then a pot that matches the one that we picked up over here.
Yeah, we bought them as a pair. And over in this corner, we have the mirror that was in our old dressing room. When I was talking about outside the room that it's not quite finished, I don't know what's going to go here at the moment. Now, for a time, we had another faux indoor plant that was quite big and it looked amazing here, but I wanted to put it somewhere else in the house. And I also like the idea of having a floral display on the desk. So that's what I've chosen to do at the moment, but we're not sure what's going to go here. I feel like it needs to be something of size, maybe like a nice pot. I don't know. This room isn't as cozy maybe as some of the other rooms, but I don't think we ever wanted it to be. I wanted it to look like a gentleman's office with portraits on the wall and dark woods. Yeah, I just wanted that sort of look. So stay tuned and see what we put here eventually. But at the moment, we don't know.
I think we might have saved the best room till last. Though we haven't shown you our bedroom yet, it's because it's empty. I think there might be a clothing area up there at the moment. That room is going to come later down the line, but for now, I think mine and Will's favourite room in the house is our dressing room. We did do a full dressing room tour only a few weeks ago. I will leave the link to that full tour up in this corner so you guys can see every detail of our new dressing room. This is the dressing room and I'm going to give you just a quick overhaul. So I think the newest addition to this room is what's called the Cloud Ottoman. This has come from the RH outlet. We wasn't too sure on it initially because
we was waiting for a lighter colour to come in stock.
We thought we wanted a lighter colour, but then we saw it a few times and I don't know, it just grabbed us. I think once the wardrobes had actually been fitted and the carpet had gone in and the carpet was so light, we were like, actually, maybe something with a little bit of depth will be good. And it is. I think it's worked perfectly. I mean, don't get me wrong. We do chuck clothes on it sometimes, but we do our best because we have a lot of storage now. So we do our best to keep it nice and clear for moments like this, you know, just chilling, sat on it. It's so comfortable. I've just realised though, it's not the newest feature. The newest feature is the mirror. So Will mentioned last week that we were waiting on a mirror, which is this one, but this one was going to go in the other room, wasn't it? We was going to
It was intended for the second bedroom, where we've got that mirror now.
But when it came, we realised it was bigger. And fortunately, we thought, actually, the bigger one's going to be better suited in this room because it was also wider. And this is our getting ready space, so we use it every single day. So we used it for this room. It's worked really well. It still needs a really good once over, where I think it was in the packaging. There's like some... I think it's like suction marks on it, you know, where they lift it in the factories.
Do you remember when we was in the Maldives and when the windows in the room would get condensation, you'd see the circle marks from the suction. You can never get rid of them. I don't know why.
I just think it's unbelievable that those panes of glass
were
brought out to an island and built a hotel room. It's just absolutely
That's
great.
a story for another time.
Yeah, that's just one of those like mad conversations that we'll have. Another pot from Burgess Reclamation. This is like a darker kind of grey colour. Another false plant. This one came from Latham's. We have it propped up. False? Faux. We have it propped up on some bricks just to give it the height that we wanted. Moss.
Moss, yeah.
Moss. We've got some wedding photos scattered on the dressing table. These are from Zara Home. We got those last Christmas, I believe.
Yeah, and I think I got you two and you'd got me one, but we didn't know we'd done that for each other.
We both spotted them the month before, didn't we? When we was in the store.
But I love that we had both put black and white photos in them.
So the sort of thing we would do. Like Will mentioned earlier, this beautiful stone top, which we was going to use those trays on, but we decided not to. I think a lot of these things have been addressed in other videos, but it's really lovely to just show you guys it as part of the whole house so you can see how all the rooms connect and how all of our kind of design choices
I think, for example, the mirror
flow into the other room. Oh,
it's the same as like all the mirrors around the house.
Yeah, which look, it's not for everybody, and I'm all for every different style. I appreciate loads of styles, we do, but we have chosen a particular look for this house, and we really are sticking with that through the whole thing. So wardrobe space, if you haven't seen our wardrobe tour, my tops, my shoes, my long sleeve tops, short sleeve tops in that one, mine and Will's fragrances.
You're doing a very quick version of the video
because if you're a regular viewer, I don't want to bore you, and if you're a new viewer, head over to that video for a more detailed version. Will's tops, hats, mostly Will's, but we do kind of share accessories like hats. Will's short things. No, that's
shirts.
mine.
They're
Will's
my
shirts and shoes very quickly so you guys can see the shoes come out on these lovely drawer runners. Sorry, Will's just told me I'm speaking really fast. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to slow it down. These shoe shelves are on runners, which are really functional. So we can access all of our different shoes, and it looks really tidy, and they're exposed as well, which is nice because I feel like shoes kind of need to like breathe a little bit. This one is long hanging, so coats, suits, wellies are in the bottom. We've got some accessories on display, scarves, blanket, another coffee table book. I think we're going to add more books. This is a really stunning one that an amazing client bought me. You know who you are. This is the 100 legendary trunks from Louis Vuitton. It is such a special piece, and it has that story behind it, which just means a lot to both Will and I. This one, linen, so bedding, blankets, towels, washing bin, very handy.
That is nice and away, not on show.
Not on show.
Oh, you missed the trousers.
Trousers. Will and I's trousers. And then all through this top section, we have storage. So these are all double cupboards. Some of them are empty. Some of them have some odds and ends in them. And of course, the last feature of this room, which is so bloody cool, is our ladder. And it allows access all the way up here. I feel like I'm on top of the Empire State again.
Boy, it's so high when you're up there,
honestly,
isn't it?
it's like you get vertigo. I should not be facing that way. Oh my Christ, what's going on? Massive thank you to Man-Made Furniture. We've had lots of people messaging us asking about who did our wardrobes, and that's who did it. They did an amazing job. I can't compliment their efficiency enough because this was a big project. This involved a lot of different moving parts, electricians, stone worktop people, obviously carpentry, the people that stained the wood. There's so many things, and we just didn't do anything. It was all done for us, so well
this
worth
angle
it.
where you're standing now, you can see how big they are. Just
what am I? I'm an optimistic 5'11". I'd say I'm 5'10 and a half, maybe. But yeah,
it's definitely my favourite room of the house.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
We've been filming that for nearly 2 hours.
So guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really hope that we've been able to encapsulate a wider perspective of our home and of what we've done in it so far, and maybe even giving you an idea of what's still to come. Just thank you so much for like following along, because some of it's been really like polished and it's come together quite quickly. Other things have changed or been a bit itty bitty, but I hope that you've enjoyed it nonetheless. Whatever bit you've watched, if it's just this or whether it's the whole thing, thank you so much.
We're super proud of it because I think in the old house...
Sorry, this hairdo is so cool.
Do you like it?
Yeah, didn't I do great?
I think in the old house, we was figuring out our style. I feel like we understood it reasonably well towards the end, but then it was like, okay, we're going to go into a new property and it's going to be significantly bigger, over double the size.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to start again, but we need to take what we've learned and sort of put that into another property, but it's going to look totally different. All of that in mind, I feel like we've done such a good job. I'm really, really proud of us. I feel like it's come together exactly how we imagined it. We didn't want it to be like too dark. We wanted it to feel light and airy. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first moved in, I said something about beach house vibes.
Yeah, art gallery.
Art gallery.
Something that was a little bit masculine, but still while being that kind of soft, slightly feminine touch to a home.
Yeah.
Just before we moved into this house, we'd booked interior designers to come and do this for us. And though I'm sure it would have been amazing, I'm so glad we went through the process of doing it ourselves. Don't get me wrong, it's been really hard. It's been overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's been costly.
But it's mentally draining.
Like our days off.
But don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's really fun.
It's so much fun, and I would do it again. But I think when you're working full time and you come to that weekend and you're like, right, what do we need to get done? We would consume those 2 days doing things, and then we'd sit here on a Tuesday night. And
be exhausted, ready to go back to work.
Oh my God.
Or not ready to go back to work.
Clothes wouldn't be ironed, ready for the week. Food wouldn't be ready for the week. But it has all been worth it.
We was prioritising the home, basically, over
everything else. Yes. Another 5 months' time, we'll have been here for 10 months and we'll be approaching a year. And maybe we'll do another video in this style where we show you a polished version
and our bedroom
of how it's looking. So yeah, there's still our bedroom to come, which guys is a big room. It's the entire upstairs of this house.
We're figuring things out with that room, and as soon as we have got a better understanding as to what we want to do with it and what type of furniture we want to put in it, like we've done every other room, be going full steam ahead with it, no doubt. But at the moment, we're still figuring that out. We're not rushing into it.
And we're very fortunate. We have another bedroom downstairs that we can use, and it is, I mean, as you guys saw, I'm so grateful that we have that.
Yeah.
So we can use that for now and get it nice and warmed up, ready for our first guest.
Yeah, we're running it in. But guys, thank you so much for sticking with us in this video. Obviously, I haven't edited it yet, or when you're watching it, I have edited it, and I hope
probably had sleepless nights.
I hope it's not too long. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Up. And don't forget to hit that hype button, because that really does help expose our channel to other people. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get to see more videos like this. Hopefully, see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. God, that was a mouthful.
Cool.
Cool.